Honorable Men Discord. Artist Oliver Tree was involved in a fatal helicopter collision in Rio de Janeiro. Let's talk about it.
How you see yourself is how you perceived. I see a man strong, gifted, head strapping, never down on his knees, begging. Gotta make a way, even in my darkest hour. Say the odds against me was new. I would never cower.
As always, welcome back to another episode. If you haven't already, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Tell a friend to tell a friend. I drop episodes daily at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. So I'm going to go straight to this news report regarding artist Oliver Tree, and then I have a few things queued up about him as a man, as a humanitarian, and the reason why I chose to actually cover this. So let's get straight into the news report, and I'll talk about it further.
This morning, the music world is mourning the loss of singer, artist, and Santa Cruz native Oliver Tree. He died in a helicopter crash in Brazil over the weekend, and just the day before, he posted a video on social media of him playing soccer in a Brazilian neighborhood. Tree made a name for himself through his electropop sound and his unique bowl-cut bangs. He had concerts scheduled for August in Santa Cruz and Oakland. Oliver Tree was 32 years old.
All right, so first and foremost, I wanted to start the episode off with the news report because towards the end, you're going to see one of the videos I have is the conspiracy theorists were saying on social media that helicopter collision, the images that were shown was not the true accident or was not the accident at all. So conspiracy theorists were saying that the helicopter collision that you see on social media was actually one from some type of like military helicopter collision. There was several helicopters in the air if you watch the entire video. So they're saying that wasn't the actual collision. But in any event, Channel 7 News, I started off with Channel 7 News. They confirmed that he was involved in a helicopter
This morning,
accident. That he was involved in a helicopter accident. So that's confirming that he has passed. Now, whether or not the footage that's been circulating on social media is true, I can't confirm that. But again, I'll get to that later on in the video. But here I have several videos of him speaking so you can get an idea of the man behind the music. And I'll be honest with you, when this story broke, I was not aware of him at all. And he has a huge following, and I just was not aware of him. There's so much music circulating in this world now with streaming services and social media. It's not like how it was before, where if you're in the States, you're consuming physical copies of artists' music via CDs, vinyl, cassette tapes, so on and so forth. But now with things being digital, and again with streaming services, there's so many artists out there for you to be introduced to. It's hard to keep up, and I was unaware of him. And although many might think, oh, well, you only listen to one particular type of music, that's not true. I'm a fan of all music as long as it has a message, and I'm a fan of the art in general. So I'm a big fan of the visuals. I'm a fan of album covers, the rollouts. I'm a fan of all aspects because as an artist myself, all of those things matter to me. And I don't want to go off on a rant about, what I like, but I'm just explaining that when I caught wind of this man, I immediately started to binge watch his videos, and I immediately appreciated what he brought to the music industry, and I do think he well deserved that he has that many followers and he has that many fans of his art, because he really is a true artist. He directed some of his videos, if not most of his videos. Just a phenomenal artist, but even more so a phenomenal man. So this is what these next few videos is about. Also to show you what he was going through on his label, which was Atlantic. So let's get into it.
Longer coming out. Love You Madly, Hate You Badly is officially canceled, and I'm parting ways with Atlantic Records. Behind the scenes has been nothing short of a nightmare. I have no marketing budgets for music videos, no digital ad spend. Nobody really cares in the building, it seems like. I made a lot of money for Atlantic Records, and they don't seem to remember that. I have gotten no support. They forgot to ingest multiple songs into the system, which means the songs didn't come out. I had a Valentine's Day breakout song that didn't even get released because someone forgot to put it in. I don't really understand how that's possible. I've made them tens of millions of dollars, but they don't remember that. So the music is owned by them. The remainder of the music will not be coming out. I will always continue to make music. Thank you for everyone who supported me. I can't wait to release more music at some point at a later time, but for now, there is nothing on the horizon. I'm so sorry, and I love you guys. Album is no longer coming out.
All right, so I played this video so you could understand that he was going through something with Atlantic Records, because conspiracy theorists say how ironic he passed away in Brazil when he was touring his this is his first tour since being independent. Now we can go through, you know, this conspiracy theories in the past, from Michael Jackson to Prince, Sam Cooke. Who else? Who else am I missing? I know I'm missing someone, but the point is that there's been a lot of conspiracy theories surrounding the music industry, and when you try to break ties, you see Drake recently dropped 3 projects so he can get out of that contract. So when I covered Drake dropping 3 albums, I was worried about Drake's well-being because he's striving to be independent. It seems as though when artists pull away from the machine, which is the music industry, for some reason something happens to them. Now, will I go as far as saying, is it possible for the music industry to have something to do with his passing, this collision? I don't know. I really don't know. But it's ironic that this huge tour, his huge following, he was a free man, and then this happens. But since this video, he's actually been able to release that album that he's speaking of. If you go to, he released it allegedly on his own platform, but it's since been released. It's called Love You Madly. Love You Madly, Hate You Badly. And if you go to iTunes and look at that, you'll see at the bottom, it's not associated with any label. But then if you go to iTunes and you look at the 2023 album, Alone in the Crowd, that was by Atlantic Records. Atlantic Recording Corporation, actually. All right. And I want to say, based on what I'm looking at here, so right, his last album with Atlantic was 2023, and so 2026, this Love You Madly, Hate You Badly, was his first independent album as he was touring, and then he passed away. So let's get into another video of him speaking on, this is a video, a testament to the type of man that he is.
Of the wealth or the things that get made from it is mine. And so when I die, I've set it up, my will is set up that when I pass, my family, no one's going to get a penny. If I have a wife or kids or anything, not getting a fucking penny. I'll get my kids through college. That's the agreement, but they're not going to be a silver spoon. They're taken care of because my dad worked on some stuff in the 2000s. You know, like the idea is when I die, all the money's going to go back to artists. So I've set up a foundation. It's called Dr. Oliver Tree's Art Grants for Baby Geniuses. And it's set up so that basically the interest generated from my music will take mostly that, but there's also room for other money because when I die, my art will continue to have residuals and probably be worth more than it is now. People will finally appreciate my stupid videos and my stupid songs. That's when people appreciate you when you're not there anymore. Anyways, they might not. It doesn't even make a difference. But historically speaking, artists' worth go up after they die. So the art will continue to make money no matter what. And I have basically a committee that I've set up when I pass it, and I plan to do it while I'm alive, where basically everyone will vote on who the money goes to each year and a few different people, and it will be in the spirit of the Oliver Tree Project. So collaborators I made music or film or art with when I was alive will get to make the decision of where the money goes.
It's amazing.
But yeah, hopefully it will last for like 100 years, and people can also donate if you guys want to donate. If any of the wealth or the things that
Again, that's a testament to the type of man he is, because how many artists do you know when they pass are looking to help out other artists? Now, I'm not saying don't look after your family, right? But again, a testament to the type of man he is, which is why it's an honor to actually cover him for this episode, because although I was unaware of who he is, just off of watching his past interviews and one of his videos that I'll play at the very end, I became an instant fan of what he brought to the table.
Two helicopters collide, killing Oliver Tree not even a month after he exposed Atlantic Records for doing him wrong. How? How does that happen? And it's kind of funny how the one helicopter was only just a pilot. Nobody else was in that one. And the other one was full of Oliver Tree and all his friends, I'm assuming. I don't know the full details on it. But it makes you wonder. It really makes you think. He literally had called out Atlantic Records for not helping him budget the album, release the album, all that, cut ties and all that. And it was like a mess. It was a mess on what Oliver said. And then all of a sudden, a month later, he's dead. Makes you think. I don't think it's a coincidence. I mean, it could be. Who knows? If this video gets taken down, you know. You know. How does two...
record label, let's talk about it. After making tens of millions of dollars over 8 years for Atlantic Records, they no longer want to support my art because I'm not making songs for TikTok. And after dedicating my entire life to making art, I never got into this to make TikTok songs. I know the effects of TikTok. I've had multiple songs that connected there, but that's not why I got into making art. Over the last 2.5 years, I traveled 82 countries and recorded this album on all 7 continents. These are the types of projects that charge me as an artist. This is why I got into it in the first place. And just because I'm not making songs for TikTok means that the label doesn't want to support the vision. Well, guess what? I don't give a shit. And after you guys have joined together in tens of thousands and sent messages to the label, we have officially reached a negotiation over the past course of a week. My team has got the label to agree to release Love You Madly, Hate You Badly on my personal imprint, Alien Boy Records. You guys, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. This music is finally going to see daylight. So support your local indie artists and go pre-order my album. April 24th is the official date. I love you all. I left my record list.
All right, just in case this video had to be muted because it's playing music in the background, I'm just going to give you a recap of what was said. Basically, in this video, he was letting his fans, the audience, know that he and Atlantic Records came to an agreement due to the fans sending Atlantic Record letters in support of him, and they came to an agreement where he was able to release his album, which I mentioned, in April under his imprint Alien Boy. But oddly enough, when I go to iTunes, again, that album does not have any label associated, at least at the time of this recording. I don't see Alien Boy as the label for this final album, Love You Madly, Hate You Badly. But in any event, he was able to release it because Atlantic Records came to an agreement. But that does not say that conspiracy theorists are wrong about the mysterious passing in Brazil with 2 helicopters colliding. Like, how was that actually possible? We know it happened, but how was that possible? How did they not see each other? Now, this is the clip that conspiracy theorists are saying was really something that took place back in 2024. You can see the date right here, my cursor. You can see 2024. They're saying this had to do with a military site, but they're showing this video as this was the collision that he was involved in.
I just got word that my album is no longer coming out.
All right, I already played that video. Again, I can tell that there's going to be quite a few videos that I'm going to have to mute because of the audio. So this is allegedly actual pictures, photos of the collision or of the crash, the aftermath. And they landed in a car lot. All right. I only see one helicopter. I don't even see the other one. It was supposed to be two that collided. I don't know if the other one went off to another side. Horrible. So I'm just going to end this episode with this. This is the video. Now, I watched a few of his videos. I want to say probably watched maybe 4 videos last night. But this video, the reason why I'm ending the episode with this video, I encourage all of you to take a listen to his lyrics in this video. I don't know which album this song is from, but take a listen to Cash Machine. All right. Not only take a listen to it, but watch the video. Go to YouTube and watch this video for Cash Machine. I'm not going to play it for obvious reasons. I'll get flagged. But when I heard this record, I said, yeah, he's a true artist. I like artists that are serious about their lyrics and their message. You know, it's okay to have miscellaneous tracks that are about absolutely nothing. But I believe if you're a true artist, you're going to have meaningful music. I don't know why I'm choking up saying that, but I believe true artists have meaningful music. And this particular record, I was an instant fan of this record, not just for the lyrics, but because of the visuals. But as you can see, if you go through his catalog, he was all about the visuals along with his lyrics. You know, very talented, very animated, very talented. And there's more to the man than the images that he put out there for his art. You can tell he was a very deep individual. There was a video I did not queue up where he was speaking to his followers, encouraging them to be grateful for who they are, how they look. He was telling his fans that you're beautiful. You know, he at the same time he was calling himself ugly, but he was finding the beauty in being quote unquote ugly, as he self-proclaimed that he was ugly. I don't have that video queued up, but you could find it on social media. But just another testament to the type of man that he was, and he was a very positive person, and he was a light in this world. And I'm saying all of this just from, again, learning about him just hours ago. But well-deserved talent, and may he rest in peace. Again, that's Oliver Tree. And when you get a chance, check out this video, Cash Machine. Listen to the lyrics, look at the visual, but definitely listen to the lyrics. I'm a fan of lyrics, and he got my attention. So rest in peace, Oliver Tree. And as always, I appreciate everyone for tuning in. If you haven't already, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, tell a friend and tell a friend. I drop episodes daily at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. And as always, stay honorable.